Hey, what's up, everyone? I drew this several days ago because it popped in my mind, and I don't even know what I drew. If any of you know what it is, please let me know because maybe it means something. I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to talk about some spirit activity and some other things that have has been happening. So earlier, my daddy heard some footsteps in the living room. Someone walking around in there. He said it sounded like boots or shoes, or then he said it sounded like a cat running around and jumping in the living room, but the cat wasn't in there. I heard something that sounded like a cat. And I asked Mama, what was that? And I said, the cat's over here. And she said, I don't know. And it sounded like something jumped and hit the heater in the kitchen. It sounded like something jumped onto the heater. Now, I've been hearing lots of scampering in the ceiling, and I'm not talking mice. It's way too large to be a mouse. And it goes from the ceiling, then suddenly it's in the wall, then suddenly it's in the closet, then suddenly it's in other areas. It's at the sink, then it's behind you, then it's up above you. And I state the phrases, Elohim HaMashiach Yeshua, in the name of the Lord, and all of that. It doesn't go away. I mean, it goes away for maybe 5 minutes and comes right back. So all of this comes back again. Well, the night before this was last night, the spirit activity has been very, very high. Spirit activity. That was a horrible, horrible spelling there, but Mama experienced spirit activity. If anyone knows what that drawing means, let me know. So, that was also a horrible spelling. Anyway, um, Mama was lying in the bed, and it was yesterday. I can't remember, but I think it was yesterday. And she said she was on the phone with Daddy, and she thought that I was in there. She thought she heard me. She sensed me in the room, and she spoke to me, talked to me, and told me that he wanted to be called at so and so a certain time. And she said she thought that I leaned down on the bed. She felt my knees go down onto the bed, like I had put my knees on the bed. And she said she could have sworn she had spoke to me and talked to me, and she could have sworn she'd had a certain conversation on the phone with Daddy. And Daddy said, okay, I'll let him know about that President Trump was going to talk and do a speech about the acquittal. And that was a couple of days ago. And she stated that she could have sworn that I agreed, and then she talked to me and talked to him, and he said that he talked to me about the whole thing. But it didn't happen for me. That's like one of those shift situations, or alternate reality situations, or a spirit situation, or some kind of strange occurrence where something happens for one person but it doesn't for another. But here's the thing. She felt the bed give in. She felt someone lean in on the bed, like their knees or their arms or something leaned in on the bed. And I felt that just a few days ago. And I've been, something in here a moment ago just started fumbling with my items that were next to me, lifted them and dropped them, and started pushing on them, and started moving things around. And they've been starting to make sounds in the house, like saying, hey, I'm here, and making noises. And I heard before Daddy was hearing that, I was hearing the Schumann resonance. I've been hearing this frequency, this humming sound that I can't explain, but it's like a I can't do it, but it sounds like a frequency of life. That's all I can say. And as a child, I used to hear some kind of heavy metal or rock music or something, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from, but I could hear it in my ears. I could hear that heavy metal or music frequency playing, and I could hear it. And then I didn't know where it was coming from, but it was coming from around me as I was trying to lay down and go to sleep. And then one day, a guitar right at the foot of my bed went. It just started hitting the ground, just hitting the floor out of anger, this electric guitar. I'll never forget that. When I was a child, that was something that I'll never forget. So, these are a few paranormal experiences that have happened in the past few days, and one from my childhood. Peace and much love, signing out. Pray that things get better. If you'd like to show your financial support, my link for that is below, as well as my email. Signing out.